Hiya peeps, no music. I haven't got the music ready on the computer yet because I've just got the original computer back, so hopefully tonight we're going to be in 4K, even though I think I forget on a couple of occasions to press the 4K button. I just want to say hi to all the new people that have joined us. We seem to have had a purge over the last 2 weeks. Hundreds and hundreds of new people interested in TV repair. That's marvellous. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing and all that sort of stuff. And for the new people, welcome on board. It's not a very exciting one today. It only took about 10 or 15 minutes, but they still pay the bills. Got a pretty white thing here. This is a JVC 32 C606. I can zoom in so you can have a look at the number. And zoom out again. Do excuse me, I've got an excited dog because somebody's just pulled up outside. Right, apparently not coming on, or dead. That's the same, isn't it? Not coming on, dead. Well, I can see a red flashing light. I can see a red flashing light. Nothing on screen. Oh, stuck in standby, dead. Okay. These are the slightly newer ones that don't have the little toggle switch on the side. And they've got weird backlights in these. Do you remember the old 32 inches? We've done so many, there were 2 strips of 11. I think there's 2 strips of 6 now in these. Talk about penny pinching. Okay. Well, we've got a firmware issue here, haven't we? Stuck in standby. Firmware has gone rotten. Let's get the back off, have a look and see what main board is in there. It is going to be a main board issue, that's for sure. So it's the usual basic setup for a Vestel. Power supply is, let's have a look, IPS 12, I can't see it, oh no, it's a 62, 17 IPS 62, but our problem's going to be over here, which is going to be on the main board. And what we have to do with the main board is, well, take it out because it don't work. Not very often that you get a stuck in standby TV these days, to be honest with you. The old plasmas used to do it a lot. A long time ago. We've got a couple of plasmas to work on later on in the week. Now I'm guessing our little problem is going to be just there where my finger is. Little SOP8 chip where all the software is held. Lots of people in the comments will say reflash it, reflash it. The problem is you can reflash it, but 9 times out of 10, a few months down the line, it will go again. And I know that I don't know it for a fact on all boards, but I know it for a fact on this board because, as I spotted, it's the 2-3 number which is very important, and it's very hard for me to. I'm trying to hold this still so you can see the 2-3 number, which ends 6990. I'm quite familiar with 6990 because it has just this problem. Not stuck in standby. It normally starts changing channels and doing all sorts of silly stuff by itself. So I reckon I've got at least 10, if not 20. Let me just get back to where we were. Of these boards. So it's not going to be an exciting video, it's just going to be a board swap, I think, and we'll see if it powers it back up. But it does mean marching down to the lockup in the dark and fetching one up. But you know, I'll do that for you. I did only pick one up. I've got a box of them, and I don't know how I differentiated the working ones from the non-working ones. Knowing me, just before I moved into the new lockup, I would have just thrown everything into one JVC Vestel box. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Possibly not going to work now, is it? Well, not that way, it's not. You wouldn't have thought I'd done this before. This is a smart TV. It's also got a DVD player. I was always quite amazed how they never went from DVD to Blu-ray. I suppose the answer is they never could find these DVD units didn't really last very long. Are they still making 32-inch TVs with built-in DVDs? But they never made one with a Blu-ray player in. But I suppose it would have been too expensive. It shouldn't have been too expensive. You know. The price of Blu-ray stuff matched the price of DVD stuff. In the end, it all catches itself up. One thing I haven't got from the customer is a remote control for this. Well, I probably always say this, but is that in? Yes. Let me just get the mains lead. Won't put the back on just yet. What was I going to say? I was saying, I nearly always say this and lost my thread. Don't know. It'll come back to me in the middle of the night. I'll give you a call. So, we are hoping for that to, well, it's either going to come straight on or it's going to go in standby, or it's going to do nothing because I haven't plugged it in. Having one of those nights tonight. Main board's come on. Has that come on? Yeah, that started flashing, I think. Oh, and I think we've got backlights on as well, so it looks like it may go into standby. Yeah, backlights have gone off. That's gone into standby. So now if I press this button, do we need lights off? Now if I press this button, turns on the backlights, turns that on, and we do see a screen. Well, we see a picture. It's a lovely picture too. It's not really coming across very well, even though we're in 4K tonight. It's not coming across very well, but then again, it wouldn't. So give it a bit of clean, and that's it. It's done. So watch out for these. I haven't seen one of these come in for ages, but at one particular time for about 1.5 years or 2 years, because they're not terribly old, these TVs. Mind you, it's going to have to be now. 2019, what was on it? No, 2021. So they're not terribly old, but the problems did start happening pretty soon. So maybe this TV's not had a great amount of hours. I'm going to put it back together. I want to see if I find a remote control for it. But let me put it back together, ready for the customer to collect, so then I can give it a clean and see if I can find a remote. I'm bound to have a remote in the lockup, but I'm not going back down there again, thank you. I remember the first time we did one of these. One of these type anyway, the newer ones. We had 4 screws left over. So we took it apart again, thinking that there must be more screws around the power supply and the board area, because it was driving us mad. We couldn't work out why there was 4 extra screws. And I'll show you where they are, because on the old Vestel 42s they never put them in the base, but you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 just there. Magnetic screwdriver working very well. I'm actually using the camera so I can see what I'm using the camera monitor so I can see. I can't remember which screws I've done and which ones I haven't. That one you haven't. Okay. The only thing that's left to do is put the stand back on it. That's the stand. And there are the stand screws. It's not going in really well. Let's come out and try again. Yeah. There we go. And that should stand up and be lovely. Ooh, except I didn't tighten that one up very well either, did I? Didn't tighten it up at all. Okay. And there it is. Hopefully now that has gone into standby. It has. So I shall go looking for a remote. I may be lucky, I may not. Yes. Might as well test this out with a game of snooker. I thought we'd got it onto HDMI 2 then. What happened? Oh, wrong remote, that's what's happened. But to turn that down because that's probably going to get a copyright strike. I'm getting copyright strike from videos that are 6 or 7 years old now. There seems to be some sort of purge, if that's the word. Well, it's the word I'm using today anyway. Anyway, so that's it. Just a new main board. I've probably done videos on this before and probably on this particular main board, but do remember that number. It was it 6990? Yes, 6990. So if it ends, your 23 number for the software ends 6990, that is the problematic one. Obviously you're seeing all sorts of lines and stuff on it, and it wants a clean, man, but it's working again and it's fine. And again, I've used the wrong remote control. Bing! Off it goes. Thank you very much for watching. Just a quick and easy one today. I like the quick and easy ones. They still help pay some bills.